1,900 Germans in Halle 39 in Hildesheim are on their feet, anticipating a fantastic climax. Dan Dawson in the commentary box to take you through this one alongside Rod Harrington. And a lot of the guys here, these are the two they wanted to see in the final. Let's make no bones about it.
I think for everybody, these are the two that they wanted to see in the final. Certainly we did. No disrespect to any other player, but this leads perfectly into Thursday night in Liverpool. But both players evenly matched. The pace of both players will suit the game perfectly. And it's going to be down to a couple of missed doubles, or perhaps the one that can get out the gate quickest. Get in front, get one or two legs up, and then just keep pounding that treble 20.
85.
Well, these two have had some real tear-ups, particularly over the last year or so. A phenomenal 6-3 winning sets in the semi-final of the World Championship for Gary Anderson against Michael van Gerwen. Van Gerwen did him in the semis of the Premier League last year. That was 8-7. He beat him in the Worlds the year before last. That was the game where Gary Anderson said, right, I've had enough. I'm coming back. You're going to see the real Gary Anderson. And my, hasn't he delivered on that.
102.
Well, Michael van Gerwen sets it up absolutely perfect. 12 darts thrown, a double top required. Anderson still not on the check-out. A nice tidy leg for Mighty Mike. Let's see if he can hit the double. The double is missed. He's lucky that Gary is not close enough on a check-out, but 208 a long way off. Not so far away now.
Well, he's done everything he can do to put some pressure on Michael van Gerwen, who missed 3 clear darts at double top, but has another 3 in his hand and wants the red bit at the top of the board. Now the red bit down to the bottom right, and he finds double 10, and Michael van Gerwen wins the first leg. First blood to the Dutchman.
Yes, and a wasted 180 from Gary Anderson now. However, follows it up with the 140. That's a perfect dart from Mighty Mike. Can he find his first maximum? That's exactly what he's done. We expected a brilliant game, and I know we're only in the second leg, but certainly living up to that expectation.
Both men hitting 180s. They can bring the best out of each other. Absolutely no question about that. Bouncing here in Halle 39. Sounds like Gary Anderson has the majority of the support. Or it may be that his name just fits in better with Vincent van der Voort's walk-on tune. But Gary Anderson, 18, wants the bullseye now for one apiece.
61.
He misses. Michael van Gerwen's back at 164. It's gettable, but it's a big, big ask. Needed 2 treble 19s for a shot at the bullseye. So Anderson will be back. One for double 12, I think, is the route he'll go.
Yes, he likes the double 12. Double 12 it is. Double 12 he gets. A 14 dart return for Gary Anderson.
6-0 win against Justin Pipe, followed by a 6-2 win over A.D. Lewis for Gary Anderson as he looks to fill it up again and has to settle for a 140. A 6-4 win over Joe Mernon and 6-1 against Mensur Suljovic for Michael van Gerwen today. Only dropped 7 legs between them so far, as Michael van Gerwen hits back with a 140 of his own. They are both at it in the early stages of this one as Gary Anderson back-to-back 140s.
You feel, Dan, that it's going to take something exceptional to break the throw of their opponent in this game. Well, the 180s, the 140s, they're flying in everywhere. And a 180 here from Anderson will... Oh, absolutely brilliant. He's asked the question of Michael van Gerwen. 9 darts thrown each. Now Mighty Mike 72, double 18, double 18. Absolutely brilliant.
Phenomenal dart. Michael Van Gerwen, 12 dart leg under enormous pressure, and Anderson, without blinking, is hitting back.
41 after 9 darts, and you don't get a visit at the dartboard. That's ridiculous darts.
Absolutely ridiculous.
134.
Well, look, it is 2-1 Michael Van Gerwen. Our scoreboard in the actual hall here says 3-0 Michael Van Gerwen. I can assure you that isn't the case. Oh, Gary Anderson is in there again. This is phenomenal stuff. Oh, my word! He's held 180 in every single leg, and Anderson, probably for the first time this weekend, gives it the big one.
Well, that's the second leg on the trot. He's thrown 9 darts and left 41.
140.
Unreal standard from the Flying Scotsman here, the world champion, looking at double top for an 11 dart leg, and there it is. Gary Anderson has come to play proper darts, putting on a show here for the 1900 crowd. Michael Van Gerwen! Oh, no. Well, it looked like we were going to have a 7th 180 in just the 5th leg. Look at these numbers!
90.
123 plays, 124 averages for the first 3 visits to the board, 116 average for Gary Anderson. He's only 2 apiece.
96.
Not very often you hit a ton and your average is going to come down. Can they keep it up? Is one
57.
of these players just going to go off the boil a touch, which allows the other one to get control of the game?
134.
Well, playing like this, either of these guys would have been 4-0 up against most other people, but they are going toe to toe. Michael Van Gerwen with a hefty advantage in this leg. He looks to hold his throw again, take a 3-1 lead. Treble 20, down for treble 17, for double top for a 1-5-1, and Michael Van Gerwen is flying. It's another 12 dart leg. Oh, this is ridiculous. Phenomenal standard of darts from these two, the top 2 seeds, the world number 1 Michael Van Gerwen and the world number 3 Gary Anderson.
This is the place that they're in. Michael Van Gerwen takes out 151. Gary Anderson steps up as if nothing has happened. 5 in a maximum. 5 180s to Gary Anderson to 2.
There will be top players in the world of darts watching these two and going, I'm not sure I can do that. They're playing a different game. They've levelled up.
82.
They are end of game bosses, these two.
140.
It's 140 for Michael Van Gerwen, gets him down to a finish before Gary Anderson needs to find at least 1 treble, you think. Well, it makes it awkward for him. Oh, how has he done that?
Smashed it between them.
67.
Put an extra few knots on that 3rd dart, but now 57. Now he wants the bullseye to break the throw. Bullseye! It is from Michael Van Gerwen. He's taken out 151. Now he takes out 167. And that look from Gary Anderson told the story. Unbelievable darts here from both players.
2 of the greatest players ever to have played the game, playing at the very top of their game. Absolutely ridiculous darts we're seeing.
25.
You people that are watching this, wherever you are in the world, are watching something special. And the people that ain't, you tell them you've watched possibly one of the best games of darts we've ever seen.
Oh, Michael Van Gerwen going 4 darts into the perfect 9 there. A little smirk on his face as he missed the treble 20 again. 1-5-1 followed by 1-6-7 checkouts in the last 2 legs has given him the advantage. And look at this, he's hitting what he wants. This is ridiculous. He's on for a 10 darter here.
60. Michael Gerwen, 32.
Well, we've actually seen everything but the 9 dart leg. That's a 10. Unbelievable darts. Michael Van Gerwen takes a 5-2 lead. I said Dan, that it was going to take something special to break the throw of their opponent. And it took the 1-6-7 for a 12-dart leg to do that from Michael van Gerwen. What's that 17-dart leg doing in there?
Look at that. 12, 11, 12, 12, 10. Oh, my word. It's something when, if you're taking more than 4 visits to the board to finish a leg of darts, that's rubbish. He's absolutely incredible darts, and Michael van Gerwen is looking to end it in double quick time against the world champion. Oh, this is unreal.
123.
Deflects out of the treble 20. It would have been a 4th 180 for Michael van Gerwen. Gary Anderson's at 5. Only in the 8th leg.
95.
Well, Michael's in there again and again. This leaves 58. After 9 darts, he only wants 58 this time. I mean, it's a pretty poor leg, to be quite honest, because he wanted 32 after 9 in the previous leg.
What can you do against this? Michael van Gerwen playing on another level. Even Gary Anderson can't live with him. He's looking at double top for an 11-darter to win it. He finds it for a 12-darter. A scintillating match. Absolutely unreal. From the world #1 with 117.9 average. Michael van Gerwen wins his 4th European Tour event with the greatest display in the final of a European Tour that we have ever seen. He has taken the world champion apart. Anderson threw everything at him in the opening stages. Even Kurt Bevins can't quite get his head around it. Mighty Michael van Gerwen has delighted this German crowd and provided a fitting finale to a stunning tournament. Van Gerwen, he's been untouchable for these last few weeks. He won twice in the UK Open qualifiers. He's only been in the final of the other one. He's thrown 4 12-darters and a 10-darter in a 6-2 victory over Gary Anderson. Absolutely spellbinding. Is there anything this man can't do? He missed out on the world title this year. He has shown everybody that he means business for 2015. And if you like that, these two are going to meet again on Thursday night in Liverpool in the Premier League.